Nebraska Public Media Sports is proud to be the NSAA's home for high school championships. From Lincoln's Pinnacle Bank Arena, we bring you the 2025 NSAA Boys High School Basketball Championships. And we begin our afternoon and evening session in Class C2 as it's the Bergan Knights at 18-9 taking on the Cross County Cougars at 26-2. And hello again, everyone. Along with former Nebraska standout Andy Markowski, I'm Larry Putney. Good to have you with us. Andy Kendi will be joining us momentarily, but we begin with a team that has never been here before in Cross County, taking on the Bergan Knights, led at least in the tournament by Cale Sheets.
Yeah, Cale Sheets is not what we call a heater. So averaged 8 points during the regular season, but so far in this tournament is averaging over 20. Was 5 of 8 from the three-point line in the first round with the upset of Freeman. You know, couple that with Gavin Baker, which has been their leading scorer throughout the season. They've made a tremendous 1-2 punch for a team that doesn't have any seniors. So hopefully Sheets can continue that momentum. But the Baker matchup is going to be interesting. Wyatt Hinkerfeld from Cross County, you know, leads a very balanced attack. He's 6'6", so look for that to be a really key matchup. But overall, Cross County has 5 players that average between 8 and 11. That balance has led to a 3-point win in the first round and a 2-point win in the semi. Yep. So they're battle-tested, ready for a terrific final.
And this C2 final kicks off our afternoon and evening session as you see Bergan and Cross County. Later tonight at 6:15 we have Scott and Scotts Bluff for the B title, and we close it out in D2 with Wynot and St. Mary's. We've already crowned 3 state champs today: Johnson Brock, Ashland Greenwood, Papillion Livingston South. Who will be the next? Is it Bergan or Cross County? Class C2 state championship coming your way from PBA.
Nothing is more local than where you work and where you live. Here at CPI, we're more than just an ag cooperative. We're your partner in the field and in your local community. We strive to provide farmer-first customer service every day in our grain, agronomy, energy, and feed divisions. By investing in our communities, we're supporting our customers, employees, and the future of the ag industry right here in Central Nebraska. CPI, making local matter.
Did you know that the #1 reason officials quit is because of verbal abuse from parents and fans? We are losing officials, and we need everyone to respect the ref.
Judges help students to find their voice and become lifelong supporters of the arts. Without these individuals, NSAA activities would not be possible.
I cannot participate in the activities that I love without these officials and judges. So please, let the players play, let the coaches coach, let the officials officiate, and let the judges judge.
Championship Saturday continues here in Lincoln, Nebraska. It's the Class C2 championship game. Archbishop Bergan taking on Cross County here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Hello again, everybody. I'm Andy Kendi. We got a great matchup for you in C2. Archbishop Bergan comes in as the only 8 seed in any class to make it all the way to the finals. They've been here before, but they haven't been here in 6 years. They've won it 4 times, but again, they haven't been here in 6 years. Cross County, meanwhile, this is their 2nd straight trip to the state tournament. However, they've never made it to the state championship game. So uncharted territory. For Bergan, they have a very young team, not 1 senior on their roster. So they may be a year or 2 ahead. Cross County, meanwhile, they have got a senior-laden group, and this could be the Cougars' year. It's Archbishop Bergan coming in at 18-9 against Cross County at 26-2. Time now for the pregame introductions, and for that, let's go to Rich Broderson.
On behalf of the Nebraska School Activities Association and its member schools, welcome to the 2025 NSAA Boys State Basketball Championships. The NSAA is proud to recognize Farmer Mutual of Nebraska and all NSAA corporate partners for their outstanding support of NSAA activities, especially Nebraska Orthopedic Center, the NSAA's orthopedic and sports medicine partner for Lincoln Area Championships. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to please rise, and gentlemen, please remove your caps. As we honor America today to sing our national anthem from Norris High School, are Harper Gable, Paisley McMillan, Nick Boone, Carson Schindler, Case Hickey, Olive Wasser, Lila Kruger, Graham Kulwicki, Connor King, and Gemma Palermo. under the direction of vocal music teacher Wes Hansmeyer as they sing our national anthem.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good afternoon and welcome to Pinnacle Bank Arena for today's Class C2 Boys Championship game between the number 8 seed, the 18-9 Archbishop Bergan Knights, and the number 3 seed with a 26-2 record, the Cross County Cougars. Are you ready to join the University of Nebraska's starting lineup? Email admissions at nebraska.edu today and find out how the University of Nebraska can help you be your best. Now, let's meet the teams and officials for this championship game. First, the non-starters for Archbishop Bergan. Number 10, Alex Cruz. Number 21, Alex Kivanaugh. Number 22, Nolan Paulson. Number 24, Nate Graver. Number 25, James Moore. Number 33, CJ Redmond. Number 34, Boston Bajanski. Number 35, Owen Nelson. And number 44, Eli Preiner. And now, the non-starters for Cross County. Number 5, Talon Carter. Number 10, Benson Syme. Number 21, Coulter Larson. Number 22, Cole Crawford. Number 25, Gabe Nuttleman. Number 30, Eli Greenwald. Number 33, Carson Schaefer. Number 34, Benji Cooper. And number 45, Cannon Mooney. Now, here's the starting lineup for the Knights of Archbishop Bergan. A 6'1" sophomore, number 0, Trey Mooney. A 6'1" sophomore, number 3, Kale Sheets. A 6'2" sophomore, number 5, Gavin Dean. A 6'1" sophomore, number 15, Trent Molnaric. And a 6'6" junior, number 42, Gavin Baker. The assistant coaches for the Knights are Chris Rainforth, Doug Moore, and Grant Frankenstein. And the head coach for Archbishop Bergan, Ryan Monarch. And now, here's his starting lineup for the Cougars of Cross County. A 60 senior number 12, Thatcher Hansen. A 6'1 junior number 15, Sawyer Anderson. A 6'5 senior number 20, Brock Allen. A 6'3 senior number 24, Langdon Arbach. And a 6'6 senior number 32, Wyatt Hingelfeld. The assistant coaches for the Cougars are Bob Waltman and Shatrice White. And the head coach for Cross County, Jimmy Blex. The officials for today's Class C2 championship game are Luke Durwich, Jake Dilsaver, and Nathaniel Wagner. The bench official is Mr. Corey Aldrich. Ladies and gentlemen, let's play basketball.
Ready to go here in the C2 title. Archbishop Bergan in Fremont, right on North Clarkson Street. About an hour drive from here. In Polk County, that's where Cross County is, on Highway 66, just west of Highway 81, kind of south of Stromsburg. Here, Fremont Bergan knocked off Freeman and Summerlin to get here. Big wins, both of those. Cross County knocking off Cedar Catholic and West Holt to get here to state. So Cross County, the Cougars, and the Knights for the C2 title. Bergan will control. Archbishop Bergan comes in at 18-9. As Andy said, they are the number 8 seed in this tournament.
Cross County opens in man-to-man.
Merrick with it, drives in. Off glass, doesn't get it to go. Rebound into the fingertips of Sheets. And boy, Cale Sheets has had a good tournament.
Yeah, as we mentioned, average 20 a game, had 10 in the first quarter of the semi-game. So obviously getting off to quick starts as well. First basket of this game.
The other way, here's Gavin Baker with it and turns it over and then ties it up. Possession arrow will belong to Cross County. Cross County, meanwhile, comes in at 26-2 on the year. Maybe not the schedule that Bergan played. There's head coach Jimmy Blex. First ever appearance in the championship for the Cougars.
Bergan's going to open man-to-man as well.
3 on the way from Anderson. That's in and out, tipped around into the hands of Cale Sheets.
Both teams really have good size and length. C2 game, several players 6'3" to 6'6" range, so rebounding will be so critical.
Nice take, but the shot is off. Long 3 on the way from Thatcher Hansen is off. Rebound. Trey Mooney with the board. Mooney now will set it up. Good move down low, Gavin Baker. He averages nearly 20 a game.
Yeah, 19 points, 9 rebounds, really good patience. Little step through with the right-handed hook.
Three on the way from Sheets. Sheets continues his hot shooting.
Yeah, Bergan certainly is playing their best basketball late in the year, and then certainly two terrific games in the first round and semis here at state. And riding that momentum right into the first part of the first quarter here.
Another rebound for the 6'6" Baker. Nice move down low. Fadeaway, but off the front of the rim for Trey Mooney. 9-game winning streak right now for Bergan. That's their longest of the year by quite a bit. Previously, their longest winning streak was 4. They had a losing record about midway through the season, as that was a long rebound and pulled down once again by Sheets.
Cross County schedule, lost a couple early, Central City and Cozad, and kind of the last 2/3 of the season, they've put a lot of wins together.
Foul down low. Opportunity for the N1. And Bergan out to the quick start.
Yeah, nice. Little Bergan pulled up the backside, lifted. Cross County was in a full front of Baker, just able to throw it over the top. Use Baker's 6'6" size for the easy bucket. Not able to capitalize on the free throw.
Bergan to open up the season was 4-5. Good take there, lays it in. Thatcher Hansen. He had 10 points in the semifinals. And so Cross County is on the board. Here's Mulnerick with it. Off to Gavin Baker. Mulnerick again. Baker spins, tries to kick it across. Taken away by Thatcher Hansen on the steal. Langdon foul before Arbuck got the shot away. Early on here in the Class C2 state title game, Bergan on top 9-2. State championship action on Nebraska Public Media continues after the break.
First Nebraska Bank has been serving local communities since 1879 with 11 full-service community banks across central and eastern Nebraska. At First Nebraska Bank, our commitment goes beyond transactions. We're not just bankers, we're members of your local community. Our team, your friends and neighbors, are dedicated to supporting your financial success. First Nebraska Bank, your kind of people, your kind of bank.
These are Nebraska corn farmers. They work in acres, not hours. Over 9 million acres to be exact. Harvesting the energy and climate solutions the world needs. Year after year. Year after year. We are proud to stand with you.
Good look here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Good crowd on hand for the C2 State Championship to begin our afternoon and evening session. Knights up early. They run a 9-0 run to open it up. 9-2 the score. About 4 minutes remaining here in this first quarter. Mentioned Bergan started off slow, Andy. They were 4-5, then at one point 9-9 on the season. That's when they went on that current 10-game winning streak. But when you look at the experience on this Bergan squad, it makes sense. It takes a while to gain some chemistry when you have in the lineup 4 sophomores and 1 junior.
Yeah, just a lot of development, from a freshman to a sophomore. So certainly, give that group credit for improving. Coach Menard to continue to coach them up, and obviously play a pretty competitive schedule. But certainly had them ready to play their best basketball.
Here's Thatcher Hansen with it for Cross County. Cougars, meanwhile, cruised most of the year. They had 2 losses early in the season. That's tipped away. Good hustle by Mooney. Mooney lays it in left hand. Steal and the lay-in for Trey Mooney, who averages 9 a game.
Yeah, good length, good body control.
Jump ball before going up for the shot. It'll stay with Bergan.
There you see Mooney just getting his hand in the passing lane, creating that deflection. There you see just the skill, and really good body control.
Owen Nelson into the game for Bergan, another sophomore. Bergan team last year graduated 6 seniors off the squad. Three on the way from Sheets. Comes up short, rebound into the hands of Anderson.
A nice little set play there. That brought Sheets off a stagger double. Got him a really good look.
Great take by Sawyer Anderson. Tucked it away, made his way through traffic and off glass.
And the opposite, you mentioned Cross County, just a lot of seniors, veteran group. They weren't going to have any panic in them, even though they got off to a relatively slow start here. This group's won 26 games.
Yeah.
Tremendous season. A very good balance. They don't rely on one player to drive their offense. They're all very capable scorers.
Three-pointer. Carson Schaefer, the senior.
You see some of that balance. You got Hanson with the basket, Anderson with the basket. I see Schaefer with the three. 3 different players have combined for their 7 points.
Partially blocked. Thatcher Hanson got a fingertip on it. Hanson working off the screen, goes back down low. Tipped around, but the rebound to Schaefer to keep it alive. Rebound pulled away by Owen Nelson.
A pretty good flow to this game to start. A very fast first quarter. It's only a minute to play.
Baker got it. The big guy, 6'6" junior, knocks down the three.
Shows his versatility. Little pick and pop for the top of the key three.
Tried to go inside to Cole Crawford, but tipped away.
Yeah, right idea. Crawford was open on the cut, just a little too much speed on the pass.
Shot clock turned off here for what could be the final possession of this first quarter. 14-7. Bergan doubling up Cross County, trying to add to the lead. Mooney with it up top. Good crossover dribble. Mooney into the paint. Left hand off the front of the rim. And that will do it. Bergan, though, through 8 with the lead in the C2 title game. Doubling up the Cougars. 14-7.
Why is it important to fill out your FAFSA?
First off,
it's how you apply for federal,
state, and most college-based financial aid.
It's easier to fill out than you think.
Start college on the right track.
You don't have to pay for college on your own.
Education Quest is here to help.
For more information, go to educationquest.org.
Nebraska's pork industry includes over 1,100 pig farms, producing more than 7 million pigs annually, resulting in bacon, ribs, and chops on your dinner table. It's an industry supporting over 17,000 jobs, with $6 billion in economic activity. This message brought to you by Nebraska pig farmers through their pork checkoff. Learn more at powerofpork.com.
$14-7 the score as we get ready for second quarter here in the C2 title game. Bergan well represented here, as well as Cross County. Had good crowds the entire tournament. Once again here at PBA.
Yeah, even though the weather didn't cooperate, maybe it drove more people into the PBA. Certainly avoided the storm yesterday. It's just been a really competitive tournament. A lot of close games. This last Class A game, fantastic finish.
Pump fake draws the foul. Arbuck will go to the line. This is where you'll see Cross County spend most of their time. Cougars love to get it into the paint. In fact, in the semis, 24 of their 41 points in the paint.
Yeah, part of their versatility, very balanced scoring is you have a lot of 6'3", 6'5", 6'5", 6'6". One of those players tends to have a good matchup, each possession down where you either post or drive and use that size to get fouled.
Free throws are good, cuts the lead to 5. Well, Merrick with it, inside to Baker. And the turnover on Bergan.
Similar to Cross County, right idea. Get some players cutting in the basket, just not able to execute. Looks like Bergan's going to go to a 3-2 zone. So the wings really spread, kind of playing a passing lane.
Shot is off by Schaefer.
Baker's doing a really good job of kind of putting it in the middle of that zone and rebounding it.
Long rebound out to Gavin Dean. Dean drives into the paint. Now to Baker. Baker down low. Good shot. Good moves for the big guy.
And Baker's up to 9 points and 3 rebounds. Looks like Bergan's going to stay in this 3-2 zone.
Into traffic, draws the foul and the bucket. Sawyer Anderson will shoot one.
Yeah, nice job of just kind of penetrating that elbow gap of that 3-2 zone. Anderson gets his second field goal of the game, had 10 in the semis.
C2 field was kind of wide open from the opening round when both the number 1 and 2 seeds were knocked out, Freeman and Utan. Good take by Arbuck, and Arbuck.
Cross County's kind of settled in defensively here. Able to generate a couple turnovers that got them out of conversion offense. Cut this deficit down to 3.
Dean with the shot. He is fouled, and Gavin Dean, the sophomore, will shoot 2.
Here's that defense. Baker's trying to receive it on the elbow. Really good job of Hanson come off the wing, getting the deflection. Allowed Arbuck to capitalize with the transition layup.
Two points for Gavin Dean.
You see Bergan doing some full court pressure after the free throw. Cross County does a nice job of handling it.
Taken away by Mooney on the steal. They had numbers in transition. And Sheets lays it in. Sheets with 7 already. Foul on Dean.
Nice job by Mooney again. Mooney got the earlier steal in the basket. That time he was able to create the steal. He was able to get Sheets to lay up.
Baker with the block.
Good ball movement here by Bergan. He's being really patient.
Tipped away. Hansen comes up with it. 7-point lead for Bergan, 4.5 remaining before half.
It's 5 turnovers for Bergan. Bergan selected to stay in his 3-2 zone. Cross County had one good drive where they had a 3-point play and then turned it over a couple times. Good look there from the corner. Brock Allen not able to get it to go. Another good look.
Finally put it in. The Cougars have had a few good looks here in this first half.
Hingelfeld stayed with it, got the offensive rebound and put back. 4 points for Hingelfeld. That's the one thing about a zone defense. Sometimes you really struggle with block out responsibilities.
Travel called on Wilmerick. Another opportunity for the Cougars to cut into that lead. Bergan has not won at state since 2014. Cougars' first ever trip into this state championship match. 30-second timeout on the floor. Why we have a break? Let's take a look at last year's state championship in C2.
In an exciting Class C2 championship game, Tage Hadwiger led the Amherst Broncos to their first ever state title, scoring 32 points to secure a 59-54 overtime victory against Lincoln Lutheran. While the Warriors led by 2 points with a minute left in regulation, they turned the ball over, allowing Hadwiger to make a short jumper to tie the game. After a runner-up finish the year prior, Amherst celebrated a long-awaited championship in a thrilling game.
Yeah, that one went overtime last year. Hadwiger had 32, including 5 3-pointers to knock off Lincoln Lutheran. We'll have a new champ this year in C2. Good press break, nice speed, and the lay-in for Brock Allen. First 2 points for Allen.
Coach Blux has had his team ready. Bergan's changed defenses 3 or 4 different times. Cross County's had good patience. Sometimes was able to attack the pressures with an easy layup.
Good save, nice ball movement. Drive here by Dean. Dean can't get the roll. Tied up, and it will stay with Bergan on the possession arrow.
Here you see this kind of extended 1-2-2 press. Cross County gets the ball into the middle of the floor against that pressure and able to find the backside for a layup. Really great execution.
Baker with the turnaround off glass. Got the double kiss off the glass, and it fell.
Baker's had a terrific half of basketball, 11 points already and 5 of 6 shooting, 4 rebounds.
Right.
Blocks, a steal.
And right now he's playing with 2 fouls. So he's been able to avoid picking up that third while still being on the floor here in the first.
I think that's one of the reasons why Coach Bernard is playing a little bit more zone. Trying to protect Baker.
5 on the shot clock, the drive. And it's going to be a blocking foul called on the Knights. And that will put Thatcher Hansen at the line. So they bail out the Cougars late. First one is good from Thatcher Hansen. Just picked up his third. We just mentioned that. So he'll go to the bench.
Sorry, Larry, I was waiting to see what Coach Bernard would do. So
they
don't appear to have much more size on the bench other than Baker, who's had to sub a guard in. So certainly Cross County, as we mentioned, has a lot of versatile lineups that they can post. Bergan becomes much smaller with the 6'6" Baker on the bench with 3 fouls.
Three on the way is off. They'll go right inside. Yeah, and look out. Now they can, Hingelfelter will have a heyday in there.
Yeah, good recognition from Cross County to take advantage of good post matchup. Hingelfeld now with 6 points on 3 of 6 shooting. That was certainly one of the best look he's had from the block.
That will be a foul on Wyatt Hingelfeld.
That's 2 on Hingelfeld. So both posts and a little bit of foul trouble here.
Hingelfeld will also stay in with those 2 fouls.
Is this where I start my rant by advocating for
a 6th
players to get 6 personal fouls so we don't have to take the best players off the court? It's the only sport that penalizes players that have to go to the bench with any type of infraction.
You've been advocating that for a few years, right?
I have been. It's just, it puts too much pressure on officials. I think a lot of the animosity to coaches to officials is when your best players are in foul trouble.
Big 3-pointer. First lead of the game for the Cougars on the 3 by Cole Crawford.
Yeah, just credit Cross County. Never real panicked. You knew they had a lot of veterans, a lot of seniors. Kind of settled into the second quarter.
Terrific take there. Nolan Paulson, just a freshman into the game. He had 9 in the semifinals. Good little pump fake and strong move draws the foul.
Cross County having played 2 really tight games, 1 possession in both the first round and the semis. Sometimes that helps, that anxiety and the pressure, just to know that you just got to keep playing.
And with 30 seconds remaining before half, Bergan regains the lead by 1.
Nice job by Nolan Paulson, 5'8" freshman coming in, making contributions.
Strong take by Thatcher Hansen. Back on top by 1. 10 seconds left. Just off, and that will do it for the first half. Bergan's largest lead of the game was 9, but Cross County has come back to take a 1-point lead at 25-24. Andy Kendi is with the coach of the Knights, Ryan Malarick.
Well, Coach, you got off to such a great start. What changed?
Well, we just really had a hard time keeping them from getting to the rim. You know, we're just not keeping a guy in front, and I'll be honest, I mean, they're just putting their head down and going, and they're either getting to the foul line or getting shots in the lane, and so, you know, we got to weather the storm here. We got to battle through some things. We got to have tough kids, resilient kids this second half. Baker's in foul trouble, and he's got 3, so he's going to have to play clean here in the second half and try to get through without picking up his 4th early.
And I know you were concerned about their length going in. How do you think you've handled that, and how will you adjust with Baker being in foul trouble?
Well, you know, if it's an open floor game where we're going up and down, I think we can, you know, manage their length a little bit. But right now it's not. You know, it's a half-court game, and when they sink inside the arc, I mean, they're tough to get by, and that length is really bothering us. So, you know, we haven't hit many shots yet. We've had some open looks, and we got to keep trying to work inside out. When it does come out, we got to have guys that step up and hit some shots.
Good luck in the second half. Bergan trails after being out in front 9-0. They're down by 1.
Constellation is a natural gas commodity supplier in the Choice Gas program, helping inspire young Nebraskans through hands-on learning. Constellation has given more than $400,000 to 4-H and FFA organizations across the state, helping support youth in your community with opportunities to achieve real-world success. Because we believe that powering communities means empowering our future leaders. With Constellation, a contribution to 4-H and FFA is in the stars.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is ready to help. A hydrostatic transmission assists its operation. Attachments are available for a variety of jobs. The Kubota BX Series. Demos are available through your local Kubota dealers. To learn more, KubotaNesports.com.
Coverage of the 2025 NSAA High School Boys Basketball Championships on Nebraska Public Media is made possible in part by the Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest Foundation, the Nebraska Public Power District, Teammates Mentoring Program, Nebraska Kubota Dealers, Aurora Cooperative, and Constellation Energy, as well as viewers like you who donate to Nebraska Public Media. Thank you. Cross County taking the lead at half. It's 25-24, and now for a special presentation, let's go to Rich Broderson.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special presentation today. Believers and Achievers is a statewide program designed to give recognition to Nebraska's future leaders. We have 5 Nebraska high school seniors with us today who have demonstrated academic excellence and a commitment to good citizenship. For their involvement in school and community service projects, Currency and the Nebraska School Activities Association would like to honor these Believers and Achievers. Presenting the Believers and Achievers Awards is NSAA Executive Director Jennifer Schwartz. Our first recipient is Evan Frank of Adams Central High School. Evan is a 4.0 student that participates in football and golf. Evan holds leadership positions at Adams Central in FFA, National Honor Society, Quiz Bowl. Evan is also a National Honor Society member and honor roll student. In his community, he is a Youth Institute delegate, part of 4-H Big Red Ag Growers, and volunteers as a YMCA camp counselor. Ladies and gentlemen, Evan Frank. Our next recipient is Eliza Lange of Wynot High School. Eliza carries a 3.88 GPA while participating in basketball, play production, music, track, and volleyball. Eliza is a district representative for FFCLA, editor of the yearbook staff, writer for the school newspaper, and president of the FFA. Eliza volunteers in her community at the JC Church Camp with the local 4-H chapter and as a coach for the Why Not Junior Basketball League. Ladies and gentlemen, Eliza Lange. Next is Gavin Redden of Wayne High School. Gavin participates in baseball, basketball, football, music, and unified bowling while maintaining a 4.0 GPA. Gavin was a member of Wayne's 2023 Class C1 State Baseball Championship third place team and a member of Wayne's 2022 State Unified Bowling Championship team. At Wayne, Gavin is a member of FCCLA, Esports, and Mock Trial. He stays involved in his community with 4-H and his church youth group. Ladies and gentlemen, Gavin Redden. Our next recipient is Skylar Schultein of Pierce High School. Skylar is a 3.95 GPA student who participates in basketball, journalism, track, and volleyball. Skylar was a member of Pierce's 2023 NSAA Class C1 fourth place and 2024 Class C1 third place volleyball teams. Skylar is a member of Student Council, National Honor Society, and serves as a senior class officer. She stays active in her community with Nebraska Rural Health Outreach and by volunteering with local youth groups. Ladies and gentlemen, Skylar Schultein. Our final recipient is Miley Whitney of Alma High School. Miley participates in basketball, music, track, and volleyball while maintaining a 4.0 GPA. At Alma, Miley's a member of the National Honor Society, yearbook staff, marching band, student council, and serves as a class officer. In the Alma community, Miley volunteers with her local church and youth group and serves as a coach and referee for youth sports. Ladies and gentlemen, Miley Whitney. And now let's give one more round of applause to the 2024-2025 Currency Believers and Achievers, the future leaders of Nebraska.
Pretty impressive group of young student athletes. Impressive what they do in their communities as well. These winners of the NSAA Believers and Achievers. When we come back, we'll take a look at the highlights from the first half. Andy Kennedy will be back to hear from the coach, and second half action coming your way.
Life can move at a pretty fast pace here in Nebraska. From lights on to lights out, there's no stopping our work ethic. That's why at Nebraska Public Power District, we take pride in keeping you going. Pride in knowing that your power grid keeps electricity reliable and ready for that exact moment when you need it. We take on the challenges 24/7 because electricity is the lifeblood of your day, and powering your day is what motivates us to do our very best. NPPD, powering our state, empowering your life.
Hamilton has been providing IT solutions for businesses across the state of Nebraska for more than 3 decades. We know that Nebraska businesses are a driving force of support for the communities in which we live and work. We keep them connected and protected by delivering cybersecurity, hosted phones, and managed IT. We are grateful to be part of our Nebraska communities and to support their technology needs.
More information at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
The University of Nebraska at Kearney, we bring the power of the herd. Among every court, field, stadium, and arena, you'll find strength, determination, and heart. United by our love of the game and commitment to the Loper spirit, we cheer for the blue and gold. We're more than athletes. We're leaders, scholars, and champions. When you run with the Lopers, that's when you'll feel the power of the herd. Learn more at unk.edu.
That was funny. Yeah. That's a sick bike.
Boys.
Miss Sanderson?
See you Monday.
No way.
Check out some of the action from the first half. We'll start with Bergan and Gavin Baker.
There's Baker with a really nice step through on the hook. Nice little high-low. And then Baker showing his versatility, a little pick and pop for the three. Another post touch, really good touch, turn around over the right shoulder. Baker 5 of 6 from the floor, 1 of 2 from the three, 11 points, 4 rebounds. Is in a little foul trouble with picking up that third personal foul.
There's Sawyer Anderson for the Cougars.
Yeah, Anderson showing his versatility, really nice job of playing through contact there, getting the layup. And again, good body control. Chance at the three-point play. Anderson is 3 of 5, currently leads Cross County with 6 points.
Let's go over to Andy. He's with Jimmy Blex.
Well, Coach, not the ideal start, but you persevered, weathered the storm. How happy were you with your finish?
Yeah, we finished the half really well. Hopefully we can start the first 4 minutes the way we finished. Kids are a resilient bunch, so we knew we just had to settle in and get used to the atmosphere. And Bergan's a great team, and they're good. They got good players everywhere, so just gonna have to keep it up for 16 more minutes, and hopefully we come out on the right end of things.
What's your message to the kids?
Just keep playing. They're just kind of just go. They just play, they have fun, they enjoy playing together. So 16 more minutes and keep attacking them and keep being aggressive.
Good luck in the second half, Coach. Cross County up by 1 at halftime in the Class C2 championship game.
Sudden cardiac arrest is the #1 cause of death in students involved in activities. 7,000 adolescents lose their life annually due to sudden cardiac arrest.
If defibrillation through an AED is administered within the first 3 minutes, survival rates increase to 74%. If an AED is used within the first minute, the survival rate rises to 90%.
For every minute that passes without defibrillation, survival rates decrease by 7 to 10%. Are you and your school prepared?
Coverage of the 2025 NSAA High School Boys Basketball Championships on Nebraska Public Media is made possible in part by the Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest Foundation, the Nebraska Public Power District, Teammates Mentoring Program, Nebraska Kubota Dealers, Aurora Cooperative, and Constellation Energy, as well as viewers like you who donate to Nebraska Public Media. Thank you. Ready to go here. Third quarter, third period action of this C2 title game, 25-24. And Cougars have come from behind to take the lead.
Certainly remarkable balance. If you look at the stat sheet, both teams 5 assists, both teams 5 steals, both teams 2 of 7 from the three. Cross County has 10 field goals out of 21 attempts, and Archbishop has 9 out of 20. Bergan has 1 more free throw, so remarkably balanced stat sheet, and why we have a 25-24 game here to start the third quarter.
Bergan is +5 with Baker in the game. They are -4 when he went out. And he's obviously out with 3 fouls. There's a foul there. Going to be called on Gavin Dean. Dean picks up his second. So Langdon Arbuck at the free throw line. Arbuck's had a solid tournament. As that rattles out of there, 9 points, 9 rebounds in the opening round win. And 4 points, 5 rebounds in the semifinal. Misses both ends.
Coach Bernard is letting Baker play with those 3 fouls, trusts him.
Great rebound from the backside, good hustle, but then steps on the end line. And it belongs to the Cougars.
Yes, Sheets did a good job of getting on the backboard, just not able to secure it. halftime interview with Coach Bernard, he talked about maybe trying to speed the game up, trying to make it a little bit more of a transition. He opened that quarter with this quarter with a 2-2-1 press. Cross County never really got settled in offense, were able to force the turnover.
Nice jumper there by Trey Mooney from the free throw line.
And that created a little rhythm for Mooney to attack and get the little lane pull-up.
Timeout taken by Jimmy Blex. Yeah, you can see Bergan's picked up the tempo here in the second. Now you see there on the right side of your screen, one of the assistant coaches for Cross County is Shatrice White. Shatrice, a former Nebraska prep who went on to play at Illinois and also Florida State, played for the Fighting Illini. In fact, she played against your daughter, right?
Shatrice was a little older. Yep, I think she might have been done by the time Alexis started. Yep, but great high school career, and certainly had an impact at the collegiate level. And
yep.
I think her responsibility as assistant is helping coach the post for Cross County. Been really impressed with their ability to post and be effective with their back to the basket. So great to see her have an impact on high school student athletes. I suppose players have to stick together, Larry. It's great to have posts that want to coach posts.
She had a little bit of a pro career overseas as well before coming back. Good move down low. Nice left hand by Wyatt Hinkelfeld.
On cue. Really nice drop step.
When you said us bigs, you meant you bigs, right? I didn't think you were referring to me, so I ignored the conversation.
Yeah, anybody over 5'10", Larry, is considered big.
I definitely do not qualify for that. I'm not sure I qualify for the over 5'8". Good feed down low. Mooney with the basket. No foul. But nice job by Mooney hanging in the air to finish.
Bergan has been able to speed Cross County up a little bit. The only unnerving thing a little bit is, Baker's at the back of that 2-2-1, so if Cross County can break that and attack the rim, does put a little pressure on that backline defense.
Good take again by Mooney.
And Mooney has that little step through left-handed layup down. That's the third time he's been able to capitalize. Sheets, they get called for the personal. Take a look. Bergan Mercy's increased the tempo a little bit with this 2-2-1 pressure. You see Mooney was able to slide through with that left-handed layup. Mooney's up to 8 points on 4-7 shooting. And then Bergan's going to move out of their 3-2, more of a 2-3 here, which gives Baker a little bit more protection with 3 players along the back line. First half is more of a 3-2.
Ten left in the shot clock. Arbuck with the drive.
Yeah, gonna call it on the floor. Arbuck was trying to pass it. That's the third on Sheets now. So Sheets with 3.
Baker with 3, Dean with 2. And Sheets will go to the bench with those 3 fouls. Into the game is the freshman. I believe that was Nolan Paulson who came in. Yep, it was. Possession arrow belongs to Bergan. In transition, Bergan on the board. They've got the lead by 3.
It's thanks to you that we're where we are today. We're proud to watch these communities grow because they're our communities too. Our neighbors, our friends. It's where we live. These are all our hometowns. And no matter what, the people who will continue to serve your needs with the hometown support you know and trust are just down the street. Cornerstone Bank, growing together.
All right, it's time to talk about us. Not him, not her, not them. Us. Thanks to us, things have been great. In fact, you can find us just about everywhere. Your food, that's us. Your food's food, that's us too. Your fuel, that's us. And should anyone out there happen to doubt us, by all means, just watch us.
Not far from the Haymarket, Pinnacle Bank Arena, the site of the 2025 NSAA Boys and Girls State Basketball Championships. We're in our final weekend of state championships here on Nebraska Public Media.
Yeah, PBA is such a fantastic venue for basketball. Such a great job of presenting, working with the NSAA for these state championship games.
Rebound to Hingelfeld.
Bergan's kind of extending out of the top of that 2-3 zone.
Bucket by Hanson. And then quickly in transition. Doesn't fall. Was Nolan Paulson. Good job though by Bergan to get out and run right away. Off the make.
Yeah, pretty good. Look at that layup. Not able to get it to fall. Fortunately for Baker, was pretty active on the backboard there. Kind of avoided going over the back for that fourth foul.
Skip pass, here's Hanson, three-pointer off the front, long rebound into the hands of Gavin Dean. Mooney leaves it for Baker. Baker three is off, good strong rebound by Molnaric. Mooney will reset. Good take by Trey, but foul on the floor.
See, Cross County was able to kind of get the ball in the middle of that 2-3 zone and kick it out. Hanson did a really good job of finding an opening, top of the key, gets its feet set. Really big three to tie the game up at 30.
Hingelfeld just picked up his third as well for the Cougars. Strong move by Molnaric.
Yeah, good possession by Molnaric. Was able to get the extra possession of the offensive rebound, and then after the foul, got the easy basket.
And then the turnover ahead to Paulson, and Paulson, freshman, lays it in. 4-0 run for Bergan.
And Bergan again used that a little bit more pressure in this half. Capitalized on a few of those turnovers that have led to some easy transition baskets.
From the corner, three-pointer by Allen is off. Schaefer with the rebound. Allen down low again, kicks it out to Hanson. That shot is off. Baker with the board. Mooney strong to the basket. Nice pump fake, didn't. Molnaric tries to finish, and Mooney does. 6-0 run for the Knights. From the free throw line, Cole Crawford knocks down the two. Back to within 4, ends that 6-0 run And Jimmy Blex with the timeout.
You see a little back tap. He's able to create the steal. Gets rewarded with that transition layup. And then again, just really good playing off 2 feet in the lane. Good things happen. And then in that middle of that 2-3 zone, Bergan's really extending up with those 2 guards. So the middle, Anderson was able to get a 3. Then you see the pull up there. So continue to attack that inside of that 2-3 zone. Has been effective for Cross County.
Third quarter alone. Bergan with 6 points off turnovers.
Yeah, Cross County's done a pretty good job of taking care of the ball. Only 8 turnovers for the game, but in the third quarter, those turnovers have actually led to some Bergan baskets. You prefer more dead ball turnovers than live ball. Live ball sometimes will hurt you giving up points on the other end.
Good take, Molnaric, nice bounce pass from Baker, and Molnaric with the bucket. And then the foul is called on Cole Crawford.
Baker felt that double team from Crawford and just got to cutting Menard the easy basket. Baker, give Baker credit. It's hard to play in foul trouble. You don't know what you can do and not do. You should go to the backboard, should try to block a shot. And he's played 7 minutes without picking up that 4th foul. Now you have to kind of shift your mentality and be a little bit more aggressive.
$15 on the shot clock, 35 on the game clock. About 21 difference. Here's Baker. 3 on the way by Paulson. Off the back of the rim. Rebound to Arbuck, who brings it up.
That was an important spot by Cross County. Fortunately for them, they turned it back over.
Molnaric strong to the basket, and one draws the foul.
Yeah, Menard just had a really impactful third quarter. You know, for the first half was 0 for 1 with 1 rebound. And then the third quarter, just his toughness and physicality around the rim. Got an offensive rebound put back, and there you see this the physicality of being aggressive. You know, just plays off 2 feet. Gets the and one. That gets Menard to 6 points on 3 of 6 shooting, 4 rebounds.
So 14 remain. Cougars ball, they are now down by 8. Bergan has outscored Cross County 16-7 here in the third. Menard gets called for the foul.
It's just going to be the 4th team foul.
Checking in for the Cougars, number 20, number 22,
2.5 remain.
Looks like Bergan's going to go back to man.
Baker with the steal. He'll throw it up and is off at the end of the third. Pretty good quarter for the Knights. Bergan outscores the Cougars 16-7, and they lead it by 8.
Hi, I'm Tom Osborne, former football coach and co-founder of the Teammates Mentoring Program.
And I'm Des Moines Adams, Husker Blackshirt and CEO of Teammates Mentor.
We are recruiting Teammates mentors and need caring adults to be in the lives of our students.
Meeting with a student once a week can make a positive impact in their life and have a ripple effect in our communities.
Please join our team.
Go to teammates.org today.
Well, it was the Knights of Bergan rocking in that third quarter as they have taken an 8-point lead with 8 minutes remaining in the state championship in C2.
Yeah, Bergan was able to get a little bit more pace in that quarter, which played to their advantage. Do some defense to create some offense. Forced 5 Cross County turnovers. Cross County got off to a slow start in the first, and now a slow third, but the group has responded. It's been a resilient group all year.
Good move underneath. Engelfelt with the bucket.
Gets Engelfelt to double figures at 10. It's good patience. You know, Baker having 3 still had to really be, fairly reserved there on his resistance.
That will stay with the Knights. They'll have 8 seconds on the shot clock. Millard kicks it out. 3 on the way from Sheets. Rebound to Thatcher Hansen. They'll push tempo here. Goes into traffic, did not get it to fall, and the rebound to Mooney. Mooney with it now. Rebound was Gavin Dean, and a travel. Second travel called on Molnark. Arbuck back into the game for Cross County. How about that? Look at that. When he's in and when he's out. I think they need him in.
Yeah, certainly his size and length kind of offsets that of Cross County. Even if he's not scoring a lot in the second half, he's the ability to rebound, defend the rim.
Shot on the way by Hansen. Back into the game now for the Knights. Nolan Paulson.
Cross County's kind of extending. Looks like a kind of a token man-to-man defense here.
Pull up in the left-handed jumper, good again by Trey Mooney.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with Mooney. You let Mooney go to that left hand, he's really effective.
12 points by Mooney on 6 of 10 from the floor.
Mooney just a nice little change of pace. It's so important. Guards that can play fast to slow, slow to fast, change the rhythm and tempo, are able to more effectively move the ball into areas to be successful. Sometimes everybody thinks you got to play fast all the time, and Mooney has a really nice change of pace with that left hand.
Tipped out of there. It will stay with the Cougars. Jimmy Blex has his Cougars into the state championship game for the first time ever. They've made 2 trips as a school to state, 1 last year, 1 this year.
Bergan has really stayed committed to this 2-3 zone.
Engelfeld punched at it, it went off his hand. And they're going to switch. They are. They're going to say officials got together, and they're going to say it went off of Bergan. So it'll be Cross County's ball.
A good job of officiating, able to go have that conversation.
Baker will break the press on his own. Takes it up for a great step, and Baker to the hole. He's got 13.
Yeah, Baker wasn't able to throw an outlet pass. They're denying his guard, so he said, I'll take it myself all the way for the basket. Great skill, and really a big play at this point of the game.
10 points is the largest lead of the game. Inside 5 minutes remaining in the game. Hansen, open look. Over the back is called on Langdon Arbuck.
You see Baker just not able to throw the outlet pass. Little step through to avoid the charge. And credit Coach Menard, it gets hard to play. You know, Baker starting the quarter with 3 fouls. It takes a lot of trust. So certainly it's kind of it's a game that you want your best players to be on the court, so you want to play with your best lineups. Baker's really responded, playing a smart quarter, and there you see the impact he has as a scorer.
Cross County pushing that defense, trying to trap in the corners. Long three on the way, or a pass nearly put in.
Yeah, it was
a pass.
Lob for Baker, and Baker just not able to capitalize. I first thought it was a shot as well until you saw Baker along the baseline.
And the lay-in. Cale Sheets with another one.
Gets Sheets to 9.
And Sheets again with the steal. Ahead to Mooney. Mooney with the left-handed lay-in. Largest lead of the game. This is 14. And how about the fist pump for Ryan Wilmerick, the coach?
Yeah, these live ball turnovers from Cross County have really hurt them. I believe that's 10 or 12 points that Bergan has gained off of shooting passing lanes. Here's another one. Sheets steps in. Credit Coach Menard. He'd kind of changed defenses from man to kind of a 3-2 and mixed in some full court. Settled in on that 2-3 in the second half and has really had an impact on this Cross County offense.
Just in the second half alone, Bergan with 12 points off turnovers. A couple of big ones there. They have not won a title since 2014, looking for the school's 5th all-time state championship. They've won 2 since 2000. They won it in 08 and 14. And now trying to do it in 25. But great job by that young man, Gavin Baker. He had 3 fouls in the first half. He's managed to avoid picking up a 4th, and here we are under 4 minutes to go in the game.
Now Cross County's got to be pretty efficient on offense here, down 14. The shot clock has really impacted, I think, this part of the game. Teams can't really stall to try to take 3-4 minutes off the clock. You got to keep playing. Unfortunately for Cross County, not able to get a basket there. in years past, before the shot clock, you would see teams, really try to hold it the last 3 or 4 minutes. But with the 35-second shot clock, it has really improved the flow of the fourth quarter.
Five of the shot clock, kicks out, open look from Sheets is off, and the rebound to Hingefeld. Arbuck thought about it. Hingefeld is fouled.
I think they're going to get Mooney 0 on that reach in from the top side.
So it is on Mooney.
So a couple made free throws here allow Cross County to set some type of full court pressure.
Both free throws good by Hingefeld. And they jump into the press. Maybe trying to trap out of that 1-2-2. (24-10) advantage for Bergan here in the second half.
That's what Cross County just is. Keep finding some baskets here. Really good look.
I believe the foul's going to be called. Cale Sheets picks up the foul.
Hingefeld had a nice post touch there, just left that little hook shot short.
Timeout taken by Coach Milnard.
30-second timeout. Archbishop Bergan gets her final 30-second timeout.
Sheets now has 4 fouls. Baker with 3. Cale Sheets has had a good state tournament. Mentioned off the top, he's averaged 20 in 2 games. His season average was 8, and he's done a nice job here this afternoon and evening. Right off the
Bergan's had good balance, for the whole tournament. Sheets obviously has led them in scoring, but a lot of different players there. You see Mooney generate the steal, the selfish play up to Sheets. So Sheets has had 18, 22, and now 9. So 1 point away from 3 double-figure scoring game for the sophomore. But Mooney had 14, Baker just with 13, but Baker had 9 at the half. Really the big factor for Bergan in that first half.
On the out pass, Paulson, the freshman, lays it in. Now Bergan beginning to open it up.
And that was Baker there on that long outlet that led to that layup. A good decision by Mooney there. Not dribbling into that corner, getting trapped.
Foul called on Anderson.
It's just the second team foul on Cross County.
Third foul on Anderson. Content with 1:30 left to just let clock roll.
Yeah, it's just that double free throw, bonus now really puts that, it's just teams are going to usually make 1 or 2. So sometimes trying to turn teams over with pressure is a better strategy.
3-pointer by Hanson. And the quick timeout from Jimmy Blex.
Full timeout, Cross County. That's their second full timeout.
Straight away, knocks it down. Thatcher Hansen now with 9 points in the game.
Yeah, Cross County really needs to try to generate a turnover here. If not, certainly fouling is still in play as a strategy.
Well, time to get your seeds and your shovels ready, because guess what? It's almost time for another season of Backyard Farmer. Kim Todd and the panel of extension experts are ready to help you find solutions for your lawn and garden needs. The season begins Thursday, April 3rd, 7 Central on Nebraska Public Media. Told you this before, Andy. I don't miss that show. Backyard Farmer. What's your lawn look like?
Well,
are you a lawn guy?
This weather has to get a little better.
That's true. Yeah.
I was out of town when we had the nice weather, and I come back to some cold. So
you brought cold with you, is what you're saying.
Hard time thinking about my garden and my yard right now, Larry.
Out to Baker. Tries to collect it. And finally gets on it in a timeout.
Full timeout, Archbishop Bergan. That's their first full timeout.
Yeah, nice set against the full court pressure. Yeah. Baker almost had to lay it, bobbled it, and then just couldn't quite secure it. Coach Menard finally got the timeout.
Well, Trey Mooney's had a solid game, just a sophomore. Averages 9.2 a game. Everybody on this Bergan squad is young, but he's been impressive.
Yeah, a couple of defensive steals for layups. There you see a little pull-up. He's done a really good job capitalizing on his opportunities. 14 points on 7 of 12 shooting, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals. Really one of the primary ball handlers for Bergan as a sophomore.
They're a minute 7 away from their first state championship in 10 years. There's his line. Stepping on the line, turning it over.
Yeah, good job right. Cross County there forcing the turnover on the sideline out of bounds.
Thank you for Cross County. Number 20, Bergan, and number 22, Cole Crawford.
Brock Allen will inbound for the Cougars.
Down 11 here, being 4 possessions. You really need to try to find some open threes here. Twos don't really help you with just a minute 5 left.
Tried to skip past, nobody home. Less than a minute to go. Bergan looking to close this out. Mooney pulls it in. Double team to the backcourt and foul.
This will be the 3rd team foul. So Bergan will be inbounding again on the side.
His first personal foul, 3rd team foul against Cross County.
And a timeout taken by Molnaric after they were trapped in the backcourt. Well, more action coming your way on Nebraska Public Media. And we are ready for spring sports action. It's coming soon. Saturday, March 22nd at 1 p.m. Nebraska takes on Minnesota in softball. We're proud to bring you the action of Big Ten softball on Nebraska Public Media. That's Saturday, March 22nd, 1 Central, Nebraska and Minnesota, right here on your home for sports.
Bergan has really put the player in a tough spot on receiving it. They stepped out of bounds on this near sideline and then had to burn a timeout there. Again, these are just areas that you wish you had more time as a high school coach to kind of go through all these different time and score. There's a really nice set.
Mooney turns it over. They can't get the lay-in. Finally get it put back in and a quick timeout. Darbuck with the bucket. That'll cut it to 9. And the final timeout for Jimmy Blex's squad.
Now you see Mooney was able to get the ball in. Cross County did a good job of doubling him. They're really forcing him to go right. Mooney's been pretty effective going left with that left-hand drive this game, but going right, that trap forced the turnover.
Well, it's the right month to wear green, that's for sure.
So, Cross County has really done a good job here of fighting over this last minute and a half to keep giving themselves a chance. A little turnover and a 3. Would make it a 2-possession game.
Paulson's fouled right away by Sawyer Anderson. That's his 4th personal foul. And that is now 4 against the Cougars. Next foul. Bonus for Bergan. And now they're shooting.
Foul number 32, Wayne Hinklefield, his 4th personal foul, 15th foul against the Cougars. At the free throw line for Archbishop Bergan, number 42, Gavin Baker.
Gavin Baker with 13 points. We'll try to add to that total. He's been 6 of 11 from the floor. Hit the 3-pointer. Brock Allen back into the game, along with Cole Crawford.
Number 15, Trent Lamar.
Second one is good. Back to 10. Battled for it, open look, 3 on the way from Anderson, is off. Tipped around, Mooney with it, and he's fouled, and he'll go to the line. And with 26 seconds remaining, that just about does it.
Yeah, credit, just kind of that top of that 2-3 zone was really disruptive here in the second half. It broke down a few times, gave some high post shots, a couple open top of the key threes, but created enough turnovers. Really the zone took the whole inside. Cross County, I thought, was pretty effective in the first half of getting some post touches around the rim, and the 2-3 zone really took that away from them in the second half.
Mooney is money. And tied up, and it will belong to the Knights. Feel it now. 18th trip ever to state. 8th overall trip into the finals. They've won it 4 times. They've been a runner-up 3 times. And they'll win it here in 2025 for the first time since 2014. And they'll clear the bench. Full timeout.
And this being substitution timeout.
Yep.
Last couple players here.
Well, with no seniors on the squad and after being 18-9, the Bergan Knights are Class C2 state champions. They're an 8 seed at the state tournament, and they went from worst to first here in the state tournament. The Knights of Bergan, the first 8 seed to win since Meade in 2009. They are state champs in C2.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is ready to help. A hydrostatic transmission assists its operation. Attachments are available for a variety of jobs. The Kubota BX Series. Demos are available through your local Kubota dealers. To learn more, KubotaNEsports.com.
For generations, the story of America's farmers has been one of grit, determination, and unwavering faith. Through trials and triumphs, one truth remains. Together, we can do more. Working together, Central Valley Ag unites with our farmers to feed this hungry planet. There's a seat at the table for you to share your story. Our planet is hungry. Together, we feed it. Central Valley Ag.
The Knights cut down the nets for the first time since 2014. They are winners by 10 and Class C2 state champions. For trophies and medals and a special presentation, let's go to Rich Broderson.
The Nebraska School Activities Association, the Nebraska Coaches Association, and the Nebraska Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association are proud to support positive sportsmanship during the state championships and throughout the season. At this time, we are pleased to present the Sportsmanship Award for Class C2. The trophy is graciously donated by Awards Unlimited. The sportsmanship program is exclusively presented by Currency, which helps businesses grow throughout the Nebraska and beyond. We are proud to sponsor this award, and we congratulate our Nebraska students for their achievements. Making the presentations are NCAA President-elect Matt Schwarzendruber from Sandy Creek, representing the NSAA, retired athletic director Jack Tarr from Malcolm, and representing Currency, Mike Lewandowski. The Class C2 Sportsmanship Award winner is West Holt High School. Congratulations, West Holt High School. Ladies and gentlemen, the Nebraska School Activities Association is pleased to present medals and trophies to both of these outstanding teams. Presentations will be made by NSAA Executive Director Jennifer Schwartz and NSAA Board of Directors Thomas Lee of Omaha Westview and Dr. Nick Wimhoff of Fort Calhoun. Here are the awards for the runners-up Cross County Cougars. Head coach Jimmy Blex and your assistants, please present the silver medals. Players, please come forward as your name is called. We begin with number 5, Talon Carter. Number 10, Benson Syme. Number 21, Coulter Larson. Number 22, Cole Crawford. Number 25, Gabe Nubbleman. Number 30, Eli Greenwald. Number 33, Carson Schaefer. Number 34, Benji Cooper. Number 45, Cannon Mooney. Number 12, Thatcher Hansen. Number 15, Sawyer Anderson. Number 20, Brock Allen. Number 24, Langdon Arbuck. Number 32, Wyatt Hengelfeld. For these outstanding athletes and their team, here is the 2025 NSAA Class C2 Boys State Basketball Runner-Up Trophy. Congratulations to the Cross County Cougars. And now, to the champions, the Archbishop Bergan Knights. Head coach Ryan Monarch and his assistants will present the gold medals. Players, please come forward as your name is called. Number 10, Alex Cruz. Number 21, Alex Kavanaugh. Number 22, Nolan Paulson. Number 24, Nate Graver. Number 25, James Moore. Number 33, CJ Redmond. Number 34, Boston Bajanski. Number 35, Owen Nelson. Number 44, Eli Preiner. Number 0, Trey Mooney. Number 3, Kel Sheets. Number 5, Gavin Dean. Number 15, Trent Momarek. number 42, Gavin Baker.
Good job, Britt. Yes, sir. It's always nice having the best player on the floor.
Coach Milnaric, we also have a special award for you. Presenting the championship game ball from Farmers Mutual of Nebraska, Director Claims Administration, Chad Lyons. Now, for these outstanding athletes and their team, here is the 2025 NSAA Class C2 Boys State Basketball Championship Trophy. Congratulations to the Archbishop Bergan Knights.
Bergan Knights, they are state champions. Let's go backstage, Andy Kindy.
Yeah, with Cross County head coach Jimmy Blex here. Coach, let's talk about the turning point, end of the third, start of the fourth. They really made a run, 10-2 to end the third and 8-2 to start the fourth. And was that the difference in your mind?
Yeah, definitely on the scoreboard it is. We wanted to start that first 4 minutes of that third quarter the right way and just be aggressive. And they got some turnovers. We sped us up a little bit and poked the ball out a few times on us, but and then they got out in transition and got some easy looks and couldn't get the rebounds. It just breaks didn't go our way, but our kids fought hard till the end. So nothing to be ashamed of. Just it's a heck of a run and it's a fun year.
Yeah, I mean, so many teams would like to be playing on championship Saturday. You guys are fortunate enough to be there. First appearance in the finals. What will you remember about this journey?
The kids played together. They enjoyed it. They enjoyed playing together, so it was a lot of fun, and it was a great group.
I know, it's a great group. 7 seniors. You're going to lose 7 seniors.
We have one more, too, so we have 8.
Yeah, 8. Okay, yep. So great group. Bringing this program to new heights. What will you remember most about this crew?
They showed up every day. They had a great attitude, put in a ton of work in the summer, and just a joy to be around.
Congratulations. Great season for Cross County. The Cougars finish at 26-3 and the runners-up in Class C2.
Everyone deals with difficult times at some point in their lives. Some people may lose hope and turn to substances or alcohol as a way to cope with difficult emotions. You are not alone. There is a new number for help, 988. 988 is the 911 for times of crisis and mental health emergencies. Anyone who is in need of help, just call, text, or chat 988 for confidential support at no cost. There is hope. Just call 988.
Constellation is a natural gas commodity supplier in the Choice Gas program, helping inspire young Nebraskans through hands-on learning. Constellation has given more than $400,000 to 4-H and FFA organizations across the state, helping support youth in your community with opportunities to achieve real-world success. Because we believe that powering communities means empowering our future leaders. With Constellation, a contribution to 4-H and FFA is in the stars.
Finding your story starts at a place where possibilities align with potential. Chadron State College, where adventures lead to accomplishments, where opportunities connect to engagement. With a wide range of undergraduate and graduate programs, plus thousands of friends, CSC has everything you need to find your story. To get started and schedule your visit, csc.edu.
Coverage of the 2025 NSAA High School Boys Basketball Championships on Nebraska Public Media is made possible in part by the Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest Foundation, the Nebraska Public Power District, Teammates Mentoring Program, Nebraska Kubota Dealers, Aurora Cooperative, and Constellation Energy, as well as viewers like you who donate to Nebraska Public Media. Thank you. Back here at Pinnacle Bank Arena, there are the final numbers. What sticks out?
Well, certainly the points in the paint highlighted there, 40. Just that 2-3 zone from Archbishop Bergan really slowed down the paint touches by Cross County, really changed the outcome of that third and fourth quarter. And just that turnover across county at 13, even though the Bishop Knights had 13, just those turnovers turned a lot of points. And, I think those two things told the story of that second half and the reason why Bergan was able to be a state champion.
Hey, guess what? When we come back, we'll hear from the state champs from Archbishop Bergan. The Knights backstage with Andy. Stay with us.
More than 80 communities across the state count on Nebraska Public Power District to power their every day. And like a dependable neighbor, we work tirelessly to make our communities a better place to live. From preparing them for economic growth, to partnering in local events, to educating tomorrow's workforce, we are charged with bringing the best of public power to our communities and energizing their tomorrows. NPPD, powering our state, empowering our communities.
It's a good night for Archbishop Bergan. They are the champs in Class C2, 53-43 here with a happy head coach. Coach, how in the world were you guys 5-4 at one part of the season? Amazing.
Well, as you know, we're a young team, and we had to learn a lot throughout the course of the season. But that's okay. I mean, sometimes you learn best when you go through losses, and we lost 9 of them. Like seriously, as a coach, you learn more with a loss than an ugly win, and so. This team, I'm really proud of them. They grew over the course of the season, and we're at a point where they had to give themselves a chance to get in a district final, and really kind of picked it up during our conference schedule, and find themselves in the state tournament and made the most of it.
Let me ask you about this game specifically. Turns in the third quarter, you outscored them 16-7, especially at the end of the third quarter, start of the fourth. What was the difference in your mind?
Well, we were back on our heels coming into halftime. I mean, we got out to a great start, and then they got to a point in the second quarter where they just put their head down. We couldn't keep them in front. Bake got in foul trouble and got 3, and we were back on our heels. We've never really had any issues, guarding people in the man, but we just could not keep them in front. And so we got to halftime and said, all right, fellas, how about we try a 2-2-1 back to a 2-3 zone? And we felt that, we wanted to kind of pick up the tempo, pick up the pressure. So we wanted to, have a press, but we wanted to protect Bake, with those 3 fouls. And to be honest with you, we have not run that at all this year. We have a couple times in practice, but we always tell the kids we have a big Rolodex and it's open all the time. So it's something we threw out there and it worked well.
With no seniors on your roster, how proud are you of this group to getting it done this year?
Yeah, extremely proud. It really is unbelievable. I mean, how much they have learned and how much they have grown. Over the course of this season, I think the word that describes them is toughness. They just learned how to be tougher, But since they've been growing up, 3rd grade, 4th grade, they always played up divisions. They always played platinum level things, tournaments, and that stuff makes a difference. So you can see it this weekend.
No question, a golden effort for this Fremont Bergan squad. The Archbishop Bergan Knights are your champions in Class C2. We're going to introduce you to a couple of the players straight ahead.
Life is full of milestones. Let Wayne State's graduate programs be your next big moment. Whether you work in education, criminal justice, business, public relations, human resources, information technology, or sports and recreation, our programs provide pathways to the next level in your career. Flexible and online, a Wayne State graduate degree helps you write that next big chapter in your life without having to put your life on hold.
Why is it important to fill out your FAFSA?
First off,
it's how you apply for federal,
state, and most college-based financial aid.
It's easier to fill out than you think.
Start college on the right track.
You don't have to pay for college on your own.
Education Quest is here to help.
For more information, go to educationquest.org.
Archbishop Bergan, your champions in Class C2. It's the 5th title in school history. Let's meet some of the players. Trey Mooney, he's a sophomore, 16 points, 7 rebounds. How does this feel holding the gold trophy, wearing a gold medal around your neck?
It feels amazing just to finally get it done. I didn't know really if we'd be in this game at all this season, and just finally getting to the state tournament as the 8th seed, winning that first game against Freeman, I was like, all right, let's just go win this thing. And now that we got it done, it feels amazing.
Isn't it crazy? You guys come into the 8th seed, and you get the state, that's half the battle, and you figure, hey, we're here. I think you're the first 8th seed in about 16 years to win it. That's crazy. Did you feel like you had no pressure coming in?
I mean, I kind of went in with the motto, we have nothing to lose, go out there, play our best. We're all no seniors, just go out there, knock some people off, and just go win the thing.
That's awesome. And what do you think the difference was today in today's game?
Our defense. It's been the story all year. We just come out, we play defense, and that leads to our offense. The first half, we didn't play great, and then second half, we got it going.
Well, they say defense wins championships. It certainly did today. Let's hand off the trophy to Cale Sheets, the sophomore, 9 points, 8 rebounds. So you guys are ahead of schedule, no seniors, and yet you already have a gold trophy. What does that feel like?
Yeah, it still hasn't really set in yet. It's still kind of crazy, though, that you go in other schools and you see a bunch of these in their trophy rack, and then you're finally holding one.
Right.
So, I mean, we got to come back still. Off-season has to be a good one, and come back next year with the same mentality.
Isn't it crazy, though? You guys haven't won in 11 years. I'm sure you see your gold trophies at your school. Now you guys have one with your name on it. What is that going to be like to see it every day?
It's definitely going to be different for a little bit. Walking into school, seeing it, knowing that we were the Cinderella team this year, and we finally got it done.
That's crazy. And what does it mean to win it with some of your best friends here?
It means a lot. I mean, at the beginning of the year, we knew we had no seniors. We knew it was going to be a up and down season. We knew we had a tough schedule ahead of us, but we didn't let that be an excuse, and we just kept sticking together, and we're a team of faith.
Outstanding. Congratulations. Hand the trophy off to Gavin Baker, Jr., 14 points, 6 rebounds, but obviously people want to talk about 3, as in 3 fouls in the first half. When you're sitting on the bench, what's going through your mind in that first half?
Well, I mean, what's going through my mind is that I just have to trust in my teammates that they can continue playing well and holding the lead. And, I mean, that's what they did. They went out and played hard, even with me on the bench.
What does it mean to you to have the gold trophy being such a young team?
I mean, it means a lot to me because I know everyone is returning, so we're going to be able to go out and hopefully win another one next year.
Is that what you're saying right now? Because a lot of people are watching, and there's a lot of C2 teams watching you right now, so you're saying next year you're going to do it again?
Yeah. We're going to go out and
win again. I love it. I love when kids say this stuff. It's awesome. No, but seriously, in terms of what this means to the school in general, I mean, you guys are a basketball school, just athletic school, I should call you. What does it mean for Archbishop Bergan?
It means a lot for us. I mean, finally getting another one after like 3 years, it feels really good to get another one in our trophy case.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. Archbishop Bergan, your champions in Class C2. They knock off Cross County by the final score of 53-43 here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. The gold is going to Fremont. Coming up next is Scott and Scottsbluff in the Class B final from PBA.
Funding for NSAA High School Basketball Championships on Nebraska Public Media is provided in part by the Dr. Thomas and Dorothy Hallstrom Athletics Endowment.
Live streaming for the NSAA Championships are also available at the Nebraska Public Media website and on the free Nebraska Public Media app.
I'm Joe McMullen, and I've been a graphic designer here at Nebraska Public Media for over 27 years. When I'm designing graphics for one of our shows, I like to talk to the producer, figure out what it is they want to accomplish so that I can figure out how I can best bring their vision to life through graphics. I start thinking about colors and shapes and concepts that are going to work. We are all working towards the same goal, to tell so many different stories.
Nebraska Pathbreakers, an NET series celebrating Nebraska women. Learn how successful businesswoman Alice Dittman moved up through the banking world. We follow 2 Nebraskans to Washington, D.C., and we visit artist Linda Garcia. Nebraska Pathbreakers, recognizing leaders and the impact they're making in our communities. Tuesday night at 7 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
Hey, I want to remind you, Class B State Championship just around the corner, Scott and Scotts Bluff. That is immediately following our wrap here. Well, thoughts on Bergan? I mean, that's a team we're going to see maybe down here a couple more years with that kind of talent.
Terrific story. Just, you know, that for an 8 seed to come in and build that momentum late in the year and then have enough in the tank to emotionally beat a 1 seed, a 4 seed, and then, you know, a very veteran Cross County team. So just give Coach Bernard a lot of credit. He's done a great job with a young group, but as you said, they'll be back.
That's Andy Markowski. For Andy Kindy, I'm Larry Putney. For our entire Nebraska Public Media Sports production crew, thanks for joining us. But don't go away. We still have 1 more or 2 more state championships coming. One immediately following this. That's Class B. Much more coming your way on Nebraska Public Media Sports.
I think it's important for people to donate for Nebraska Public Media to continue to deliver the same high quality content that we have, especially on the sports side. We know how popular sports are in the state, and we know how sports hungry Nebraskans are. So to be able to donate to Nebraska Public Media allows us to continue producing the same high level quality content that you've come to expect from us and that we hope to continue to provide for years to come.